Okay, guys. Now I am going to be giving you my Raw review. This Raw happened on January 28th, 2013. And the commentators for the show are JBL, Michael Cole, and Jerry the King Lawler. Now what I'm going to be doing for this show is I'm going to talk about the show, but I'm going to read the text messages my friend Steve sent me. And after I talk about each thing, I'm going to read the text messages. So let me talk about the first thing in the show. And that's telling you what's going to happen, pretty much with the Raw Roulette stuff, Rock winning the title, all that stuff. Vicky Guerrero's backstage, and she spins the Raw Roulette wheel, and the match that the thing that comes up is well, she shows us the wheels, is Superstars wheel, match stipulations and stuff that I guess that Vicky Guerrero likes, and the stuff that came up was she spun the stipulations wheel, and it was a special guest referee match. And the match was between Antonio Cesaro and Randy Orton. So then we get CM Punk comes out and cuts a promo. And he was upset that he was robbed of the championship. That The Rock does not deserve to be champion. He was robbed. He won the match. And Vince McMahon comes out and says that The Rock is gonna be here tonight. And he talks about the Shield stuff and Brad Maddox. And he says that Paul Heyman's gonna get a job performance review, and because he found information of the videotape of the Shield that someone sent to him, and if he can't prove that he's innocent, Paul Heyman will be fired. So then let me see if I have any text from my friend Steve for that. Let's see. Let me see if let me see. Let me see. I think I sent him so many texts. I'm sorry about this. Oh, here we go. He said, finally, CM Punk is not the WWE champion. And I asked him if I thought it was weird seeing him without it. And I said, a little bit, how about you? And I didn't answer. So then did we get Randy Orton versus Antonio Cesaro? Yeah, we get Randy Orton versus Antonio Cesaro with The Miz as the special guest referee. They had a pretty good match. Antonio Cesaro looked pretty strong, but you knew he was losing the match because of The Miz. Him and Miz argued, and then Orton snuck up behind him and gave him the RKO, pinned him for the victory, and then Miz gave him Antonio Cesaro the Skull Crushing finale after. And I have a text for that one. Let me just get it up. Hold on 1 second. I know this takes a lot of time. This time I'm doing it faster because I know exactly where it is now. Oh! I'm getting there. So I asked, yeah, and I asked him, it is. I said it was that he was, and I asked who he picked, Randy Orton and Cesaro to win the match, and I said, he said Randy Orton because The Miz won't let Cesaro win, and he didn't, and I said, I know. And then he asked me what I think The Rock will say now that he is the WWE champion. I said, I don't know you. That he's back for good. I honestly doubt that. I hope. Me too. I wonder what he will do or say. I did. Then I said, same. I have a feeling that this might be... Oh. Oh, I know what... Okay. Alright, So then, Ryback and Vicky Guerrero backstage, and she spins the wheel and they get Make Me Laugh. So then it's Ryback versus the Primetime Players, and a me laugh challenge doing this. It shows a WWEshop.com ad, and I have a and I have a text for that as well. Let me get it. It's gonna take some time. It takes a long time. And I said, that I had a feeling that this was gonna be a big waste of time. Steve said maybe, and I said, do you? Yeah. What was, and it was. All that happened was Ryback just attacked Titus O'Neil with the shell shock, and I said, who was right? Okay. And I said me, and then I said me too, and then he said I was wrong. He said no, you were wrong. Then I said it was a big waste of time. Then he said relax, I'm just kidding. Then I said I know. Then he said okay. Then I asked him during the break what he thought of Psych, and he says I don't watch Psych. And then I said I'm gonna start. Why? I liked it when I watched it when Cena was on it. So I want to see how it is. Tell me how it is. And I think it's the night of the Elimination Chamber, but I'm not exactly sure. Then he asked me if I was going to get the Elimination Chamber. Then I said, I will, but I'll be watching it live stream on the laptop. Then he asked if I could he could come for the pay-per-view. Then I said, I think so, but I have to ask my dad later, okay? Then he asked me what I thought of Raw so far, and I said decent. Then he said, well, it's gonna just get better as the show goes on, I hope. Same, I said. And then it said that okay, hold on, wait. I think there's more stuff before that. So then it shows Bob Backlund Hall of Fame video package. Then we get Wade Barrett. And we get another spin of the wheel, and it's a shoot. I forget what it was, but it was like an option where Wade Barrett could choose his opponent, and I thought I was gonna choose Bo Dallas, and he did, and they had a match, and Barrett was just completely dominating Dallas, and then Barrett went for the Bo Hammer elbow, then Dallas counters it to like a power slam move, and pins him for the victory, giving Bo Dallas the victory, which is a pretty good thing. No one really cared about Bo Dallas. The crowd was just silent, but I think this is a good way to get him over. I think the only reason why they don't care is because they don't really know who he is. Some of the fans that did watch the show tonight, I think, didn't watch the Royal Rumble on Sunday. So then Cody Rhodes and Vicky Guerrero is backstage. He spins the wheel of superstars, and he gets John Cena. We get the app ad, and this was weird. It's like two people watching wrestling, Barrett versus Sheamus, I think it was. And then it goes to commercial. Then it says you really do miss stuff. You can go back and watch the stuff on the app, which I doubt anybody does. And then the boyfriend or husband comes back, and he says what I missed, and then she says everything. Like right when it comes back, and if I was in that position, I would have been, and my dad's girlfriend, who I usually watch it with, said that, I would have been like, what the fuck are you talking about? I fucking went to the fucking bathroom to take a shit, and then I came back right when it fucking came on. I would have been like, you're fucked. You're fucked. So then we get Cody Rhodes versus John Cena. Oh wait, that actually happened after that match. That was a piece of shit. Cody Rhodes he got squashed. He just kind of left saying this is a waste of my time. Cena threw him back in, gave him the FU for the victory. Obviously, this was just meant to have Cena come out to cut a promo. You could have just done what you did last week. Nobody wants to fucking see Cody Rhodes get squashed by John Cena. I don't fucking want to see that. So then, but then Cena says that he won the Royal Rumble, that so far it's going to be his year, but he has to decide who he's going to face at Mania. He talks about how he could face the World Champion, or he could, the easy path, which kind of buries the World Heavyweight Championship, or he can go for the hard path, which would be the WWE Championship. And I guess he kind of spoiled something. Like, he could either go for CM Punk, who he's never beaten nor come close to beating, or he can go for The Rock, who he lost to at WrestleMania, and after a year of preparation that meant nothing, and he said he's going to face the WWE Champion, and then the Shield comes out, attacks Cena, Sheamus comes out to make the save, but he gets outnumbered, Ryback comes out, and then he throws Ambrose and Rollins outside the ring. No, not yeah, and then Roman Reigns is left to fight him, but they both, but um, Rollins and Ambrose pull him out, and the Shield throws Ryback into the steps. Sheamus gets thrown shoulder first into the steel post, and then the Shield triple power bomb Cena. Then that was it. So then the Shield looked pretty strong, and I'm happy about that. They are doing a good job with the Shield. I think they do need a microphone. I think you need to give those guys, like, the tape things I guess are okay, but they need a microphone. They need a microphone. They need to, have some promos. Dean Ambrose did cut some decent promos. Roman Reigns is kind of the monster. Seth Rollins could probably cut some good promos himself. So then then it shows it again after I just talked about that app thing. Then, Brodus Clay, Vicky Guerrero, Tensai are backstage. And, and it says that, it lands on what was it called? I don't remember. I'm not even going to talk about this, actually. I'm just going to skip this because I didn't even watch this part. Because Tensai had to wear a dress kind of thing. And, I just kind of turned it off because, they'll laugh, and I understand it's probably legit funny, but the thing is, this guy beat your WWE champion at the time now, CM Punk. Okay, that's good. He beat the face of the company, John Cena. Now he's doing stuff like this, losing to Santino, doing stuff like this. No, not happening, Bigfoot. Not happening, guys. Then it shows the Rumble Fan Fest. And then it ends up being a dance-off anyways. I'm just going to skip that. Vicky Guerrero and Alberto Del Rio are backstage. Oh, I'm actually forgetting to read the text messages about, Steve. I'm going to read them right now from what I just talked about. Let's see here. Let me see. Oh. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Then I said, here he comes. Then he said, I thought Ryback was next, same, oh well. Then they said, the next segment is going to be a waste of time. And then he said that Tensai looks ridiculous, and then I told him I'm not watching. Then we get Del Rio and Vicky Guerrero backstage, and Del Rio spins the wheel and he gets a body slam challenge. And Vicky Guerrero says there was no way you're going to win this match, and he's like, miracles can happen, and anything can happen in Vegas. Let me see. Let's see. Then he says, I'm going to pick Big Show to win that match. Yeah, and then I said there was no way Del Rio was winning. Yeah, I know. Then I tell him that Raw's been pretty bad tonight, and he asks me why. And then I point out the John Cena Cody Rhodes match, which was shit, and the Tensai Brodus Clay stuff, which was shit. Then he said, that's not right. Yeah, that lasted that's... Yeah, so then we get Del Rio versus Big Show in a body slam challenge. Big Show knocks out Del Rio, duct tapes him to the ropes, beats up Ricardo Rodriguez, and that beat up lasted way too long. Then, after that, and then he just knocks out Del Rio again. After that happens, Steve texts me, that's not right. I said, yeah, that lasted way too long. Then he says, I know. And then I said that that beatdown should have lasted maybe 2 minutes. And he says, I know, man. Now what happens? Then he said, Rock. Now that's the last thing of the night. I know, but then he says it was supposed to happen earlier. Then I texted GP. He didn't know what that meant, so I said good. So I told him what it meant. It meant good point. Okay, that was weird. It's finally up next. I hope. Me too. Oh, then now I'm gonna talk about it. So then it shows the attack. We get a Divas match. I'm not talking about it. Then it shows the Shield attacks again. Then we get the Rock promo. I'll talk about this. Good promo. He comes out and says that he's finally the WWE champion again, and it's kind of um he comes out and says that the days of CM Punk putting you all down is finally over. Punk ends up coming out and says that you did not win that championship. If you were a real man, you would hand over the title and apologize to me. Um, the Rock says that if he was a real man, he'd come and take it, or he could just stand up there on the stage to be a punk ass bitch. So that, and then CM Punk goes to come down to the ring. He doesn't come down, and CM Punk says, "I'll just stay here and be a punk ass bitch." So then CM Punk says he's gonna do it on his terms, and he challenges him to a match, WWE Championship rematch at Elimination Chamber, and The Rock accepts, which was absolutely fine. So then Steve texted me, punk ass bitch, and I'm gonna have to find that too. He texted me, punk ass bitch. And I said, maybe that's a sign. Then he says TV 14 and with a smiley face, question mark. Then I said, I hope, same here. And then, we get oh, and then it shows WrestleMania 29 video package that it's 69 days away to WrestleMania. We get Damian Sandow versus Sheamus in a tables match. This was probably the match of the night, and that's not saying much, because every match was shit. But Damian Sandow really worked on that shoulder. He put it in like one of the hinges of the table that makes it stand up, and he slammed Sheamus in there. Then Sheamus does a flying shoulder block when Damian Sandow went to run him into the table. Um, then eventually Sheamus hits the Celtic Cross and putting Damian Sandow through the table. And then during that match, Steve texted me. It takes a while to find these text messages. Oh, I went too far. Sheamus might win the tables match. And I texted him, Sheamus might win the table match. Then I said, what about the show? And I said, that's why I said might. Then he said, oh. Then he asked me if do I think Twinkie Tits is gonna get fired? Then I said, no, Brock Lesnar is coming back. Really? And I said, I hope, me too. Then I said that Sheamus won the match. Yes. And then we get the main event ad, which is that Intercontinental Championship Cup, which is on tonight. We get Zack Ryder versus the Great Khali with Natalya and Hornswoggle in a karaoke challenge. And I'm just going to read the text messages and you're going to get my opinion about it. Let's see here. Then Steve said that was really stupid. And I said, Khali needs to be a heel. And Khali didn't even read the words right. And that was probably the only best part of the match, that thing. And then I said, no, I know, it was a waste of everybody's time. And I said, yep. And then, we have Chris Jericho backstage. He's back, baby!
he cuts a promo, and he said that he's never, ever leaving again. I doubt it. And he does all his catchphrases, and he said that we never saw his Royal Rumble entrance coming. Dolph Ziggler, AJ, and Biggie Langston come out. And Dolph Ziggler says, "Didn't I send you packing?" And then AJ says that he's the one that sent him packing because he made Dolph put his briefcase on the line, and Jericho put his career on the line. And then she apologizes for Dolph, and then he says it's okay. Then Jericho makes fun of AJ and Biggie Langston, and Vicky Guerrero says that he signed Chris Jericho back because it's a good business deal, which was awesome. She spins the wheel, saying that they're going to be in a match, and it's a weird bedfellows match. And that means I thought that was going to be something shit, but it ended up not being shit. It means that that Jericho and Ziggler had to team up, and Team How No had to team up. So then doing this, Steve texted me. Actually, I'll name the match. So then we get the match: Chris Jericho and Dolph Ziggler, but with Biggie Langston and AJ versus Team How No. Nothing much to this match. Brian tagged Kane in, and Kane was mad about that. So then Jericho hit Kane in the back, tagged Dolph in, and Kane thinks that Dolph hit him in the back and chokeslams Dolph for the victory. Then Steve texted me, "Remember last time Chris Jericho came back? He didn't talk for like 2 months." And I remember that. And I said, "Yeah." And then he says that he picked Team How No to win that match. Then I said same, but that was tough though because they're not really none of them are really working together as a team. Then I said, "What do you mean?" And I said, "Because both of them can't get along." Then he says, "Oh yeah." Then Steve said that we should form a team called Team Kick Ass. And I said, "Great idea, thanks, bro." Then it says it's time for Lesnar to yeah, because then we get. Then it shows Trish Stratus being inducted into the Hall of Fame, which is awesome. Then we get the WWE magazine ad. Then we get the personal performance review. And Paul Heyman comes out and Vince McMahon shakes his hand. Then he puts hand sanitizer on his hand. Then Paul Heyman says that he's lied every day of his life. Because he's a businessman. That's what businessmen do. And but he's not lying now because he's saying that CM Punk isn't associated with the Shield. But then Vince tells him that CM Punk has been escorted out of the building 10 minutes ago. And then he shows him the footage. Then it shows Paul Heyman talking to Brad Maddox how he paid them to keep Ryback from winning the title at Hell in a Cell. Then he has like the Shield beat him up, which was weird. Then Heyman's like, "Oh no, I can explain that." Then Vince McMahon says he wishes Paul Heyman the best of luck to his future endeavors. He's about to say those famous words, "You're fired," but then Brock Lesnar comes out, fucking awesome. He comes out. Vince McMahon says that I wouldn't do something I wouldn't regret for the rest of my life. Lesnar gives him the F5, and Paul Heyman's like, "What have you done? What have you done?" So now Brock Lesnar's back. I'm interested to see what he does at WrestleMania. I have no idea what they're going to do with him, but before I talk about what I think is going to happen, I'm going to read the text message me and Steve sent to each other doing this. Then he says that it's time for Lesnar to show up or not. I said, I hope. Me too. What do you think he will do if he does? And then I said attacks Vince McMahon, and he did. And then he just wanted Lesnar to show up. Same, it's been, and then I said same, it's been months. And then I said I know. Then I said here it comes. And then he says it's make or break time. You're right. Yes. Then he says he's here. He's here. He's here. He's here. Yes. 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 Then he said here comes the pain. Here comes the pain. Then that was it. Then he said, well, then he asked me if I liked Raw. Text time. Okay. But that was pretty much it. Good Raw. Okay, I'm not gonna say I was overreacting right there. It was a decent Raw. It wasn't really great. The only thing that was good was Rock and Punk, the tables match, the Shield looking very strong, and Brock Lesnar coming back. That was really it. And maybe CM Punk's promo in the night. Only 5 thins out of all those thins. Hopefully they can improve because WrestleMania is coming up, and if you have to make good shows for people who don't want to watch WrestleMania. And as it looks right now for WrestleMania, they're gonna do something with Brock. I don't know what. It looks like we're gonna get Rock and Cena again. Um, and that's really it. I mean, they could do Punk and Cena for the title, but seeing that CM Punk just lost it, it's gonna be weird if he just holds it, because then Rock's reign. As much as I want CM Punk to be champion, it would have been like. Plus, I don't want I'd rather have Cena beat the Rock than Punk won, and I just don't really care. John Cena probably is just gonna win the title, hold it for 3 months, then give it to somebody else, and now the title is just gonna be like it was before CM Punk hold it. It's just gonna be thrown around a lot, and that's kind of a shame. I'm actually kind of upset that CM Punk's long reign is over. But we'll see what happens. I'll be back, and I actually am on my 100. I believe this is my 194th video, but I'm not exactly sure. It says in my video manager. But I know I'm going to come up to my 200th video, and I've decided to have you fans that do watch my video give me topics. I posted it on Facebook and Twitter. I'm going to start texting it to my friends. Give me a topic, any topic at all. It can be, it has to be wrestling, since this is a wrestling channel. If it was on CM Brothers, it'd be a different story. It has to be wrestling. But that's pretty much it, guys. Raw pretty weak tonight. Hopefully, main event will be better. I'm kind of interested in this Intercontinental Championship Cup thing. I'm wondering who's gonna win that. I think Bo Dallas might win that. Maybe Bo Dallas will win that. Maybe Baylor can get that big push he deserves, because he does deserve it. I think they just wanted to put on the title so people remember who he is. But that's pretty much it, guys. I'll be back later on tonight to give my main event review. And that's pretty much it. Me and Adam, the next time me and Adam see each other, we're gonna watch Elimination Chamber over there, and then we're gonna review that. I mean, I think we should be able to get the review out soon, but during school time, me and Adam don't see each other that often, so it's really hard to get reviews out when we want to. So it's not easy. It's not an easy task. School gets in the way. But that's pretty much it, guys. I'm gonna end it with McDonald's sometimes makes you have cramps.